Good morning, YouTubers. This is She Be Willing 18 on a wintry Saturday. Our truck is sidelined by our choice because of the winter weather. So today I have plenty of time on my hands. We're getting our windshield repaired. We suffered a crack on Thursday coming out of Lancaster, Ohio, due to bad weather. So today I am going to talk about why Landstar. As I mentioned before, there are plenty of companies out there that one can explore as a place to lease their truck onto. Landstar has many of pluses and minuses, I'll put it like that, as do every company. But again, the freedom is most important to me. A true owner operator should not be told when to go, where to go, how to go, and be punished if you don't go. And that's something that is important to me. So, one of our trucks is here at Landstar, and it was rocky in the beginning. I am not going to sit here and tell you, oh, you hit the ground running, because for us, that was not true. And listening to a lot of the BCOs who chime in and via email, that is not true for them as well. It takes about 60 days to get your feet planted on the ground, find your lane that you want to run in. This particular truck is dry van. That is important to know when you come here, what your intentions are. Some lanes do better than others. Right now, according to FreightWaves, flatbed for Landstar is on the uptick, and dry van is kind of holding its own. But we have a flatbed elsewhere. So here, because I'm part of that team on the truck, I chose dry van. I don't want any drama. I've did load securement, strapping, and tarping, and I did that for like 6 months as a company driver. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't care how much it pays. So, why Landstar? So, first of all, Landstar has benefits that are actually quite profitable for a business capacity owner or owner operator. One being the fuel discount. I cannot stress that enough. In several companies that I've worked for, they'll advertise you get 100% of the fuel discount. Turns out it's not true. They take their 30% and then you get 70% of the fuel discount. I don't like people playing games with me. Tell me what it is up front. That way I can make a good decision. No harm, no foul. But that doesn't happen. Here, the level of transparency works for me because you have the autonomy to do you. But the fuel was very important to me because, of course, you're working off of a load board in most instances, unless you're committed to a particular agent. So fuel is important because of the weight of the loads that you tend to pick off of the load board. You know, you can strike gold every now and then and get loads under 20,000 pounds, but most of the time when you're looking out on the load board, 40,000 pounds and up. Depending on the terrain, that's a lot of fuel. You don't get any fuel money, or you only get partial fuel money. The remainder of the fuel comes out of your line haul. So if you were making $3 a mile and you have to take $1,000 out of your line haul for fuel, you're no longer making $3 a mile. Tags. Tags are your option. Important to me. It's like a relationship. If you don't love me anymore, I don't love you anymore, you go your way, I go my way. But if our names are on the house, your name is on it and I want you gone, you can't do that, right? Without some difficulty. So having the option to run under my own tags was important to me. At Landstar, you can do that. If you don't have the ability to get your own tags or you don't feel like it, they'll help you and you can run under their tags. Insurance. You have the right to use your own insurance, or they can help you by going through their insurance company. Those are called choices. Choices for an owner operator is very important. Warranties. They have a great partnership with a warranty company that is optional. You're not required to take it, but you have the ability to acquire a warranty if your truck qualifies. And the rates are actually pretty reasonable. Permits. Permits, I have gone round and about with other companies, $400 or $500 for permits, but they can't tell you where the money went. And I don't like that. Here, permits are $200 and they take it out in increments. I wish they would just take it out, but the amount is so small every week. It is what it is. On locks, they do require for load security because, of course, they're on the hook for the cargo that you're hauling. So they require that you have a war lock or a lock approved by them. That kind of bit me in the craw because I had a very good lock, but it wasn't a war lock and it wasn't one on their list. So I ended up having to acquire a lock kit with them. And so that was, $100 out of my pocket. But nevertheless, I got a lock out of it. On breakdowns. So breakdowns is going to happen. Any type of equipment with nuts and bolts, you're going to have breakdowns. That is why it is so important to maintain a maintenance account or either an escrow account. You can do that with Landstar. It's voluntary, or you can do it on your own like we do. The choice is yours. It has come in extremely handy. People go, oh my God, Angela, why would you put that much money in an escrow account? Because I have a used tractor and things will happen. And things have happened. And it is a very good feeling to know that when it does happen, you have the money to pay to get your tractor fixed and keep yourself moving so that you can become or remain profitable. But in the event that you had a hiccup and you didn't save enough or you didn't save anything at all, I don't quote me on this. I think it's 6 months. Some people said it's sooner, like 90 days, but I thought my advisor told me 6 months. After a certain time period, I guess they want to see how you run, if you run, when you run, and if you're making enough money to pay them back. You have a breakdown and it's a sizable breakdown and you cannot afford to do it on your own. They have a loan program that they will help you get your truck fixed back on the road, and then they'll take out weekly payments to fit your budget. So that is cool to know. I'm a firm believer, like I said before. I don't like owing the same person that paid me money because it gets muddy. So I just have an extra large maintenance account. But it's good to know if you need it, that it's there. No other company I've been familiar with offer anything like that. You are required to do semi-annual inspections. They let you know when they are, and they pay for them. Caveat: choose your inspection location wisely, because there are some places out there that got a little hustle going. They're not satisfied with what Landstar give them, so they tend to find things that aren't really there. I've had that happen to me before. Um, so know your truck before you drop it off to them, and take pictures if necessary, video, whatever, because there are some out there that have a little hustle going, and you get an extra bill besides your inspection. Load advance. I think someone talked about this before. They do give you 30% of your load up front, and unlike some other places, you can accept your load advance up to 24 hours before the load takes off. I try not to do that in the event of a cancellation by the agent or myself, so that I don't go in the negative for any reason. But it's good to know if you need it, you can do that. And then flexible settlement dates. Monday through Friday or Monday through Sunday, they allow you to pick what date you want your settlement to be. I always pick Monday. I had a learning experience when I got here. I think I had the one they gave me, I accepted it of Thursday, something like that. Getting paid on Thursday, cutoff was on Tuesday, and it was a disaster. It seemed like a fraction of my money was in one week, and then I have a large settlement the next week, and it was just all over the place, and I couldn't track it before I got this load analysis spreadsheet. So I do Monday because it's clean Monday through Friday, and then you get paid on Tuesday. You know, your settlement is available to you for view on Tuesday. You use Comdata, you transfer it to your bank, you're going to get it on Wednesday. But the choice is yours. So those are the reasons why Landstar. Those are my reasons. Those are just factual data that I gave you. I'm not sure whatever your reason may be, but it will hopefully help you to determine if you have a truck that you want to lease on to Landstar, give you a little bit of insight and heads up before you make that decision. So this is She Be Willing 18 on a wintry day in Texas. Stay safe. God bless.